After waking the next morning and saying goodbye to the kids, Anthony and I went back down to the pack house, where he had informed Devin of what was going down. Devin was inform every pack member to prepare for the attack except Gwen. We did not want her to tip her father of we are prepared for them. We were in Anthony's office, and I was sitting on his lap. He was sucking on my earlobe when the office door opened. Well, said Gwen. Don't we look all cozy on my husband's lap? I am, thanks, I said, sticking it to her. You think after 15 years, you can just get rid of me, Tony? She says. Well, think again. I will never sign the divorce papers. She says with a smirk. There is no need to sign papers, Gwen, says a smiling Anthony. You see, I knew you were fake, so for a fake, I faked the wedding. The wedding was not real. We are not really married. He opened the top drawer of his desk and takes out an envelope and tosses it at Gwen. As she looks at and reads the contents, her face goes red. You can see the anger in her face. All these years was a lie, she screams. Yes, just like you. Anthony says. You will not get away with this, Tony. You will pay for this. She says. I fly above Anthony and grab Gwen by the throat. What you say to my mate, bitch? I tell her. I will rip your heart out and shove it down your throat if you ever threaten him again. I toss her back, letting her go. She falls on her ass. When my father has you, bitch, I will make you pay for that. She says, then scurries to her feet and out the door. I feel warm arms wrap around me, pulling me back against him. I guess our guest will be arriving soon. Come on, I said to Anthony. I want to fly around the territory and see if I can spot anything out of the ordinary. You can ride on my back. We have been flying overhead for about 30 minutes when an arrow just misses me. We turn in the direction it had come from and see around werewolves heading towards us. Another flaming arrow, this time flies towards me, and I just dodge it. But I hadn't seen the third one and it struck me in my leg. I shriek in pain. Hurry back to the house and land, said Anthony. I hurry and fly through the pain, landing by the house. Anthony links the back, and everyone takes their position, while the children, women, and elderly take over in the bunkers. Samantha, you're hurt. The flaming arrow is still in your leg. Please go to the bunker and hide. The women in there will help you, says Anthony. No, I am fine. I am staying and helping, I said. I reached down and ripped the arrow out of my leg. I did not want Anthony to know, but I can feel the flame still burning inside my leg. You are one tough, crazy woman, he says with a smile. He kisses my forehead. Okay, stay close. I love you, Samantha. I love you too, I say as I watch him shift into his huge black wolf. I then fully shift into the big white ice dragon. I take flight as the battle begins. I blow ice bombs at the attacking pack. Wolves fly in different directions and land dead. Flaming arrows are flying at me from every direction. I dive down and blow ice-freezing wolves before taking to the sky again. I look down and see Anthony's black wolf kill another wolf. A net flies past me. They are trying to capture me now. I fly after to keep the nets from getting me. I can feel the flame from the arrow that got my leg burning up higher. I look down. There are so many dead wolves. So much death. This has to stop. I take another paw and freeze more wolves, but because of the burning inside me, I cannot gain enough height to fly back up and crash into the trees. I roll over and shift, sitting up against a tree. My leg is red. I can see the flames inside. Well, looky what we have here. I hear the voice of Gwen. Looks like the big dragon has a boo. She laughs. Fuck of Gwen. I tell her. Now, is that any way for a dragon to talk? She says with a smirk. You thought you were so big and strong, now look at you. I get to my feet. I see her eyes widen. She clearly thought I was defenseless. I have a wound on my leg, bitch. But that will not stop me from killing you. I said. A twig snaps and I turn to look. As I did, I feel a hot, sharp pain in my chest. I snap my head back and see a smiling Gwen, holding a flaming arrow in my chest. Not so tough now, are you, bitch? No, god damn it, Gwen, what have you done? Said a man's voice. You knew damn well I wanted the dragon alive. Sorry, father, but she pissed me off. Besides, it isn't that deep, the bitch is still alive. You better pray then that we can put the flame out and save her. He says. I need her if I am going to rule the werewolf world. If this bitch thinks she got one over on me, think again. I still have enough in me to kill her. I take a deep breath and blow on Gwen, freezing her solid. Then with a swift kick, I kick her frozen body, shattering her into pieces. No, Gwen, shouts Alphys. No. You killed my only daughter, you beast. She killed me first. I said, sliding down the tree, sitting on the ground. The flame in my leg has reached the flame in my chest. I can feel myself thawing out. It was only a matter of time before I was dead. Quickly, Alpha Snow says to a man. Can you save her, doctor? No, I am sorry, Alpha. But the flames have gone through her whole body. Damn it, my pain's all ruined. Tell the pack to fall back. We need to get out of here before we all end up dead. I sat alone against the tree for what felt like forever before Anthony and Devin found me. Samantha, cried Anthony. Oh my God, baby, don't worry, I will get you help. No, I said. Please just bring me to Nicole now, please. Baby, no, we need to get you help first. He says. No, Anthony, please, I must see my son. I have to see him now, please. Just take me to him. Anthony picks me up and hurries towards the mountain. Then I remember how high up my castle is. There is no way he is going to be able to get me up there in time. I am going to need to try to shift one last time and fly, if I am ever going to say goodbye to my son. With every last ounce of strength I had left, I shifted and flew me and Anthony up to the castle. We crash at the top. Thank God we just made it. I could not go much more. Nicole, Anthony yells as he gets to his feet and runs to me. He takes a hold of my hand. You should have let me get you help, my love. He says, a tear on his cheek. No, Anthony. Mom. I hear Nicole yelling as he runs towards me, Gracie behind him. He falls to my side. Oh my God, Mom, what have they done to you? I am sorry, my son, I wasn't paying attention. A flaming arrow got my leg. I said. How can we put it out, Mother? I took my eyes off Gwen, my son, and she managed to stab me with another flaming arrow in the chest. The flames have joined and consumed my body. I am sorry, my son, but there is nothing you can do. No, Mom, I need you. You cannot die on me. He cries. My dear Nicole, I want you to know how very proud I am of you. I said. From the moment I found out I was pregnant with you, I fell in love with you. You are my heart, body, and soul. Because of you, my life was greater than I could have ever imagined. You have grown into such a smart young man. You will do great things with your life. Please, Mom. A crying Nicole says. Please, fight it. tell us how to help you. You cannot leave me. It is too late, my love. My heart has been thawed. Mom, no. He cries. I pull him down and hug him, kissing his forehead. You will always be the light of my life and my pride and joy. I will always be with you, my son. Never forget who you are and where you came from. Remember me with happy thoughts and smiles, and always, always remember I love you and always will. Nicole cries on me. I turn and look at Gracie. I will always love you to my niece. Take care of Nicole for me. I turn and look at Anthony. I am sorry, my love. I never should have let my hate, anger, and pride get in the way of our love. Please remember me and remember I love you. Please take good care of our son and teach him the good way of life. I kiss Nicole again and stroke his hair. I feel his tears soaking my shirt. I love you, my son. Nicole Prax. Now and forever, goodbye. And with that, I take my last breath as the flames thaw the last of my body. Nicole. I continue to lay on my mother after she took her last breath. She was an incredible woman and mother. How am I supposed to go on with her to guide me? I cannot help but feel her death is partly my fault. If I had not wanted to meet my father, she never would have taken me down there, and they never would have come after her. I can hear my father crying beside me. He is blaming himself and begging the moon god to return his mate to him. Today we bury my mother in the Pax cemetery. I have not been able to sleep since she left me alone in this world. My father looks just as tired and worn out as me. As everyone leaves to return to the pack house, I stay behind, sitting next to her freshly covered grave. I miss you, Mother. I miss you a lot. I do not know how I am going to be able to carry on with you by my side. The wind blows and I smell the scent of sweet vanilla. I feel a coldness pass through me. Mom. There is no answer, just the gentle breeze and scent of vanilla. I know her spirit is with me. I love you, Mother. I love you so much. I will never forget the things you have taught me, and I will never forget you. I lean over, place a kiss on her engraved name, then get to my feet. I promise you, Mother, I will train hard. I will get stronger, and I will revenge your death. Someday, Alpha Snow, I will kill you for taking my mother from me. That is a promise. Anthony. Months have passed since Samantha's death. Nicole spends all his time training and attending alpha classes. He hardly speaks 2 words to me. He has become so angry with the world it frightens me. Gracie has decided she needed to be here with us. She did not want me to find her real father. She did not care. To her, I am her father. She needed to keep a promise to her Aunt Samantha and look out for Nicole. She too has been training with him. Every day I long for my mate. I still cry myself to sleep every night for her. I am not sure I will ever get over her death. Alpha Snow has gone into hiding. No one has seen him. But I will never give up looking for him. I watch my son from my office window. I watch as he uses his anger to train. He makes way to many mistakes training that way. I head out to the field. Son. What is it, Father? He says. I am busy. You are making too many mistakes, because you fight with angry, not your brain and skills. I know you are angry, son. We both are. But you will never succeed as an alpha, or a strong, smart, skilled wolf, if you continue this way. He stops and turns to me. Then teach me. He says. Show me the right way. Show me what it is going to take to be the strongest, meanest alpha alive. From that day forward, Devin and I train Nicole. Every day the boy gets stronger and faster. Today is Nicholas' 19th birthday. He has grown into a very strong future alpha. He is still very angry and bitter. He is feared by alphas all over. This is not what his mother would have wanted. But Nicole is so set on revenge and does not allow things to distract him. Father, Nicole says, entering my office. Yes, my son, what can I do for you? I decided I am leaving. He says. What? I yelled. Nicole, why, you are the next alpha, you cannot leave. I am not leaving forever, father. I just need a little vacation. I see. Well then, very well. I said. When will you leave? In the morning. And when can I expect you back? In 6 months, father. 6 months? I ask. Son, what is going on? Where are you? I have a lead on Alpha Snow. He says. It is time I face that animal and kill him. Nicole storms out of my office. Dear God, help my son. Nicole. I have gotten word that Alpha Snow has been hiding out in a small town in the States in a pack. Who has no idea? He is the Alpha who helped kill the ice dragon. It is time I keep my promise to my mother and myself. I am coming for you, Alpha Snow, and once I find you, I will make you regret the day you crossed me and killed my mother. Here is the first chapter. I spent my whole life isolated high in the mountains of Ellet Lake, Ontario, with my best friend, my mother, the incredible rare ice dragon Samantha Robertson. Life was great high up in the mountains. The only issue we ever had to worry about was greedy alpha werewolves hunting for my mother. With my mother being the ice dragon, and me being a werewolf like my father, Alpha Anthony Prax, there was not much my mother could teach me about being a wolf. At the age of 15 years old, I asked my mother to take me to the ground, so I could meet my father and learn from him all I needed to know about what I am. As much as she did not want to take me to him, she knew I had a right to meet my father and learn about being a wolf. So she took me down. It was not long before an alpha got word the ice dragon had returned. Alpha Snow and his daughter killed my mother by thawing her heart. Mother did manage to kill Snow's daughter before she died, but the coward Alpha Snow got away. Since that day I grew cold and bitter. I threw myself into training non-stop. I needed to train. I needed to get strong. As the years passed, I grew angrier, more bitter, and more determined than ever. I cannot help but blame myself for my mother's death. Had I not asked to come here, she would still be alive. But then I remember it was Alpha Snow who thawed her heart. For 5 years, I have hated my father as well. He let her die. He bedded the daughter of Snow. He never fought for my mother or me. My father is a weak alpha, a coward. I am nothing like him. I will forever hate that man for the weak coward he is. As for Alpha Snow, I have not forgotten about him. Since the day he killed my mother, he had fled the province, maybe even the country. I have been looking for him for 5 long years, and until he is dead like my mother, I will never stop looking for him. I will find him and kill him, then return here to face my weak father and take the alpha title from him. I, Nicole Prax, will never rest until I have avenged my mother's death and punished her killers. I was in the middle of training when my phone goes off. I look at the caller ID and see it was Devin Alpha Prax Beta calling. What do you want, Devin? I ask, answering my phone. Hello, Nicole. Your father would like for you to come to the pack house as soon as possible. He says. What for? I ask. I wish to remain with no contact with Anthony. Once I was 18 years of age, he could no longer forbid me to leave the pack territory. I left and live on my own among the humans. He is still your father, Nicole, and he misses you. He would like to see you. He says. Tell the coward I said no. I hung up the phone. I have no intentions of being face to face with that coward until I rip his pack away from him. I go back to my training. I still have another 30 minutes left before I have to head over to my office and check in with the private investigators I have working on finding Alpha Snow. In the last 2 years, I have opened my own multi-million-dollar oil company and hired private investigators. I check in with them once a week to see if they have come up with anything. So far all their leads have been wrong. Stepping of the elevator, I get a whiff of Anthony. That bastard must be in my office. Good morning, Mr. Prex, says my secretary. Your father is waiting in your office for you. I will bring your coffee right in. She hands me my mail. Thank you, Rose. I grab the door handle to my office and stop. I take a deep breath, then push it open and slam it shut behind me, storming over to my desk. I ignore Anthony sitting there and take my seat behind my desk. You're looking good, my son. Anthony speaks. What the hell are you doing here, Prax? I asked. I thought I made it clear this morning. I did not want to see you. You best remember I am your father and alpha boy. I bust out laughing. I am not a part of your pack. I am not in any pack. Therefore you are not my alpha. As for my father, I laugh again. Maybe by blood. But you are no father, you weak coward. How dare you speak to me that way? Save it. What do you want? Do I need a reason to want to see my son? I stare at Anthony, an annoyed look on my face. If we are done here, you can see yourself out. I have work to do. I said. Your sister is coming in for dinner. He says. I was hoping you would join us for a family dinner. No. No. That's right, no. I said. I have no intention of having dinner with you and acting like a family. I will paw. Madison was hoping to see you this visit. She has not seen you in 2 years, Nicole. Then she won't be shocked I am not there. I turn to my computer and open my email. I really wish you would reconsider, Nicole. This hatred towards us has to stop. He says. I have no ill feelings towards Madison at all. It is you I hate. I say. It was you who wasn't there protecting my mother. It was you who let them kill her. It was you who let her thaw out. It is you I hate. It is you who I will destroy once I kill Snow. I tried my best. I begged her to let me help her. She would not let me. You have to stop blaming me for her death. If there is nothing more, Prax, show yourself out. I said. Like I said, I have work to do. I have no time or interest in you. Fine, I will go, but I am still your father's son. I love you even if you hate me. You know how to get a hold of me if you need me. Keeping my eyes on my computer, I say. Don't hold your breath, old man. Anthony slams the door behind me. A moment later, Rose enters with my coffee. I open my email and see mail from Jake, the private investigator. Email. Nicole, it seems I may have some good news for you. Call me at your earliest convenient. Jack. End of email. Could he have found Snow? After 2 years of him looking, could he have finally tracked down the son of a bitch I planned to kill? I pick up my phone and quickly dial his number. Phone call. Hello? Jake, it is Nicole. Tell me you found that son of a bitch Snow. I squeal. My men may have found Snow. What do you mean may have? Have they or not? They are sure they have, Nick. They saw him in a bar called Alpha's in the small town Fort Francis. Excellent. I am just waiting for a picture confirmation to make sure it is snow. Inform me as soon as you know for sure. I will be ready to go at a word's notice. I will be in touch shortly, Nicole. End of Kel. Finally, it looks like they found him. I shut my computer down, lock up my office, give Rose the rest of the day and head home. I am going to be ready to hit the road the moment it is confirmed. I am coming for you, Snow. Your days are numbered.